What is up, you back again with another video, and today's video is going to be something a little bit different, and I've been wanting to make this video for the last couple of days, but I kind of didn't know how I wanted to go about it. I wanted to, get more time played, so at the current moment, in the background you're seeing some gameplay from like Chapter 2, Chapter 3, late Chapter 3, early Chapter 4, of Red Dead Redemption 2 story arc. I am currently at the moment, I've been really playing hard, probably about 20 hours in the game already in probably the last 2 days. Pretty much playing non-stop every chance I've had playing it, and I'm up to Chapter 6. I'm about towards the end of the game. Now, I still have the epilogue and all that to go through, but I am near the ending of what would technically be the standard game, not the epilogue or anything like that. And I feel like now that I'm close to the end, I have all my guns gold, and I have a bunch of clothes, and I've done a shit ton of, I'm like 71 missions in, like 55 to 60% of the game completed, at least story-wise. I really wanted to sit down and talk about the things that I've really, really liked about the game, because I talked a lot of shit about Red Dead 2 when it first came out because it wasn't a very good game when it first came out. When it first came out, it was clunky. The story didn't run very well. I didn't feel like the story was that great. And I felt like the online wasn't that great either. And I think the online aspect still hits with me that it's not that great. It definitely doesn't have the charm that GTA 5 had with its online. But I really wanted to talk about why I've come back to the game and why I haven't quit since I've came back. Since I actually came back and bought the game and grinded it, I haven't really got off the game. I got off a couple days to play some World War II for you guys, but I haven't really got off of it. Like, I've been consistently on playing, grinding it, right? Last night I was up to almost 3 a.m. playing it. I had school this morning, so I was up pretty late still playing this game. And I'm going to go into some things I really like about the game, and I also do want to talk to you guys about some of the things I don't like, some of the things that I wish weren't in the game, and all that type of cool stuff. And kind of really go over everything about the game. So, to put it kindly, Red Dead 2 is a game that I think y'all should really try. If you haven't already played it, I suggest y'all play it. I think it is an amazing game for what it is. For being Wild Wild West, right? In the early 1890s, late 1990s, early 1900s, it really adds an aspect to it. Because for anyone that is a historian, I am a historian, when I'm playing games that kind of focus on the realistic aspect or the realistic time period aspects of any time, right? You want to make sure it's historically accurate in some ways, but still enjoyable in others. Some quick historical figure things that I wanted to go over that I thought were very interesting. So, in the early 1900s, late 1990s, in one of the missions you get trapped on an island, and you kind of help these French refugees fight this Spanish conquistador, I guess you could say. Which I did find very interesting because in around the early 1990s, late 1990s, I'm sorry, not 1990s, 1890s, there would have been some historical stuff going on with the French and Spanish, from my understandings, and it would have been taking place in the Caribbean in that area. So I thought that was really interesting how they made it a part of the game, but they also kind of hinted at that. I thought that was very cool. Also, Civil War battlefields. For everyone who doesn't know, I'm a huge Civil War historian, if I can speak English, and that is one of my passions. Is the Civil War era. From the aspects of slavery to the battles, to the people behind the battles, to political figures, and to the daily life of regular people living in cities across the U.S. at that time. That's all fascinating to me. I always like learning about it, and they did a really good job of showcasing what it would have been like in the late 1990s on these battlefields that existed. Right, in the West, it wasn't very common for Civil War stuff to be taking place, especially down in California. Most of your stuff was going to be happening in your north, south, and some in the north, and really kind of like there in the Middle West, like Texas was really the only other place that stuff really happened as far west. from what I understand, this game does take place in like the Texas, Kentucky area because there's a swamp. And Saint Denis, which I believe is based off either real. I don't believe Saint Denis is actually real, but I do believe it's based off of a town in like I think Louisiana or Kentucky. So it's pretty far over, pretty far south for the Civil War, which is very, very obvious that there was Civil War battles here. I mean, there's battlefields, you have forts. And you have Civil War veterans. And that's another thing as well. The veterans very good. I think they did a very good job of demonstrating what the effects would have been from the Civil War. You know, mental state, limbs missing, that type of stuff would have been very common at that point. But back to the fields. So in this chapter that I'm playing in right now, there's these called the Braithwaites and the Greys. They're basically this old family feud, kind of like the Hatfields and McCoys. Hatfields and McCoys, sorry. And I thought that was pretty interesting how they kind of did a parody off of them. But also, there's a battlefield here, and it's a pretty massive one at that. I would say it's a good in-game, about a mile in-game, or about a couple hundred acres in-game. This battlefield's huge. And they did a really good job, because see, at this point in the game's historical timeline, you're looking at about 60 to 50 almost years since the battle, or since pretty much any Civil War battle at that point. This is late 1990s, and the Civil War ended in 1865. So 40, 45, 50 years. So, time would have really hit these battlefields hard during this time period. A lot of relationships with the North and the South weren't the greatest still at this point. I mean, we're only a couple years away, and I think it wasn't really frowned upon. And these battlefields were kind of just let go. They weren't really maintained like they are today. And you can see in the remnants in the gameplay, I rode past some cannons that were remnants from the battle. And I think that's really cool that they showcase it. It wasn't just a field with Arthur talking about a battle that took place here. It was actually like physical items left over. So I think that was really cool. I'll get off the historical stuff for you guys. It's probably boring the shit I use in school. But I also found some core mechanics in the game that I really, really enjoyed. I won't say shooting is necessarily a thing I enjoy. The physical gunplay is kind of terrible. I was kind of hoping for a GTA style game, but it wasn't. I will say the aim assist is very useful. I do applaud that. Because God knows I needed it. In this game, anyway. But I really enjoy the core mechanics, money, exploring. I really like how they had set the world up, the atmosphere. I like that it's not just quiet wherever you go. There's people talking, there's gunfire or animals, and there's sound effects, and there's weather. There's also music playing. So, for anyone who hasn't played the game yet, this game has about I think when I was on Spotify, the playlist for the game is around almost 100 songs. Not all of them are bangers, but they are all songs that play pretty much 24/7 in the game in the background. Just loud enough that you don't feel like you're just bored when you're just horseback riding. Because riding the horse around the map to different destinations, it takes forever. Even fast traveling takes a good hot minute. So, yeah. But overall, I really enjoyed the game. I think that some of the core mechanics were really good. There was also some core mechanics that were really bad, I won't lie. Some of the things I thought were really bad that I really wish this game didn't have was ragdoll horse physics. I fucking hate that so much. I have not raged on this game for any reason other than ragdoll physics for the horse. Man, my horse will literally fall over when the slightest rock, dude. It is so triggering. Also, horses don't make sense. The horse gameplay does not make sense at all, right? Like, I don't understand how a horse is slow, right? Because all horses in real life are going to be pretty damn fast, right? You're going to get to 30 miles an hour almost on a horse. They can run fucking quick as shit, right? They're not slow animals by any means, right? But there's so many different types of horses in the game. You got heavy horses that run like fucking molasses. You got race horses that don't really feel like the race. I have a race horse in the game, and it doesn't feel like a racehorse at all. So yeah, I don't like the horses, man. The horses just doesn't work. One huge physics I really fucking hate is I hate the law enforcement in this game, man. They will literally put a bounty on you for the stupidest fucking reasons, man. They really will. And bounties cost way too much. So, like, I could get it if a bounty went by like $1 every person you kill. So if you kill 700 people, it'd be $700 or whatever. But like it goes like $50 a fucking person. I remember I had a bounty of like $20, and I killed one cop so I could stay hidden. And my bounty went up to like $70 or $90. I was like, what the fuck, man? That's toxic. So the bounty system I'm not a huge fan of personally. I think they would have done better if they would have just did something else. But I feel like I've complained a lot. So let's go into things I liked. And there's a lot. So I really liked this before. I liked the money system. I liked the atmosphere. I like the historical context. I'm really into the storyline. I really am enjoying it right now. But my Dutch is losing his fucking mind at this point. And I also really enjoyed the atmosphere they made with clothing. Originally I was running a gunslinger setup, so like I had the shotgun jacket and everything. Now I switched over to a more like a boss hog, like businessman, cowboy, gunslinger type style outfit. I'm gonna do probably a video of what my character looks like in the future. But yeah, that's what my character's doing right now, and I really I appreciate that I can actually customize my characters and all that. And I think the reason I enjoy the game so much is it's been a fresh breath of air. I've been playing Call of Duty for the last couple of weeks, basically straight, and it's a nice breath of fresh air. And the game runs really well. I haven't had really lag issues. The other day, I think last night, I had a little bit of a lag issue. But after restarting the game, it seemed to fix it. Overall, it was really good. Money seemed very hard to get, and that's because of why I like the money. It seemed hard to get at the beginning. The first chapter or so, I really struggled. But up until after around chapter 4 or so, I have gotten almost $2,000 to $3,000 in games, so I have really racked up cash, and that's why all my guns are gold now. I just went out and fully customized my guns, got them all set up, and here's the reason why. For anyone, I don't want to spoiler alert for anyone that doesn't know. At the end of the game, Arthur does happen to die through the story. The game basically falls the fuck apart. In chapter 6, it's really bad. I mean, we did a bank heist and lost a lot of characters. Anyway, Arthur dies, right? So his guns and all his gear gets transferred to another character in the epilogue that you will get. So, since I don't really technically earn the money unless I do a certain thing, like a mission, I can get the money, which I have to figure out how to do that mission and when I can do that mission. Basically, what happens, all my guns and gear begin to that character. So I figured I'd put all my money into my character's guns, gear, outfits, whatever it may be. So that way I actually get my items. I don't have to worry about dealing with all that. So that is why I've been focused on going guns. I know some people in the comments might be like, that played the game might be like, don't worry about the go guns, but that's why, so I don't have to worry about all that stuff later on. All that shit will be already done for me. Some more things I really liked were the side quest. I really liked that. I know in GTA 5 I really hated the side quest. I found them boring and lame. But there's something about just going into a bar and just randomly fighting someone, or anything that may be. It was just fun. It was enjoyable. The hidden stuff in the game. So, like, you have the Avalon, I believe they're called, the Avalon. They're basically the religious cult group that is in GTA 5. They're in this game as well. There's aliens. There's crazy beast monsters in the woods you can find. And the atmosphere of the game, and I can't stress that enough, is so incredibly good. And I've been enjoying it a lot. This video is really long, and I do apologize. So we'll end it with this. If you haven't played the game, go play it. I believe it's on sale at the moment. I'm not too sure. But play it, man. Give it a shot. Once I get the full story done with this game, I will be going back to finish Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So it's more content on that coming up soon. This weekend is going to be an interesting weekend also. To everyone that doesn't know, I'll probably make a full video. Maybe, I don't know. But no stream tonight. This video, maybe another video today. Tomorrow, I'll have a stream later in the night. Saturday, I will have a stream in early morning, middle afternoon. I have something I have to do at nighttime. And Sunday, maybe a stream. I don't know. I have a lot of schoolwork I have to do. The interims are coming out. So, this weekend's going to be a long weekend for not really streaming that much. I do apologize for that. But be prepared for more content coming soon. And yeah, I'm sorry for not uploading, guys. I'm getting back on the track of things, but I've been really busy, and I'm going to be busy for the next couple of days as well. But once I'm back and I'm done everything I need to do, we'll be good to go. So, anyway, guys, I love you guys. You're one of a kind. And, yeah, keep doing you guys. Until the next one, it's been your boy. Peace.